And then undulate back into your downward facing dog. Feet wide, hip width and distance apart. Soften your knees as much as you like to find length in your side body. And then stretch those legs straight as you sink your heels towards the earth. Look to the top of your mat. Walk, hopper, float it up to the top. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, bow in. Soften your knees. Rise up. Palms press. And exhale, hands to your heart. Surya A. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, big dive forward. Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen out. Plant your hands, step back to high plank, upper push-up position. Press the ground away. Feel strong in your plank. You can always drop your knees here for a little bit of extra support. And then maybe do drop your knees the first time. Bend the elbows straight back, lower to hover chaturanga. Hug your elbows into the side body. Roll your shoulders back and down and reach through the crown of your head. Drape all the way to your belly. Hands underneath your shoulders. Come up into cobra. So keep that action of hugging your elbows in. So your upper back working to lift your heart. And drape, roll down. Tuck your toes, hips to heels, back to downward facing dog. Full inhale. Exhale, let it go. One more that way. Let it go. Look to the top of your mat. Walk, hopper, float it up. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, bow in. Soften your knees. Rise up. Hands to your heart. Round two. Inhale up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, look forward. High plank, step back, feeling strong and stable. Option to drop your knees, lower chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, yogi's choice. If you're an up dog, stack your shoulders over your wrists. Chin to chest, go back, downward facing dog. With repetition, we seek a little more length and openness in the side body, more spaciousness in the backs of our legs, more depth in our breath. Look to the top of your mat, walk, hopper, float it up. Inhale, find length, and exhale, bow in. Soften your knees, rise up, and exhale, hands to your heart. Last one, inhale up, exhale, dive. Inhale, flat back, high plank, step to back. Lower chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, hold it here. Fire up the legs, pull kneecaps up into your thighs, press the ground away, pull the mat back, pull your body through, and then slowly downward facing dog. Full inhale, and deep exhale. Lift your right leg up towards the sky. Bend, stack, and open your hips. So point that kneecap up. Kick your heel to your hip as you drop your left heel towards the earth. And then square off into a three-legged dog. Knee to your nose, hug it in. Step between your hands, low lunge. Drop the left knee down, release the top of your foot, rise up. Sink your hips down and forward. If that feels too much right away, you could place your hands on your thighs or slide bricks back to support you all the way up to the sky if you have that space. If there's any discomfort on this back knee, you can tuck the edge of your mat in for a little extra support. Let's make this a runner's lunge. Turn your palms out, swim them back behind you as you frame your front foot, tuck your back toes, stretch the front legs straight. Toes towards the sky, roll the pinky toe towards the outer edge of your knee and pull your right hip back in space. Send all of your breath into the back of that right leg. Opening our hamstring also gives us freedom in our low back. Keep reaching your heart forward. Rock forward onto the top of your foot, tuck your back toes, press up to high lunge. Feet are hip width and distance, front knee is over the ankle. Ears between upper arms, kick into the back heel. Now I often notice here myself wanting to kind of back bend into it, which is okay at times. Soften your left knee, knit your front ribs in so everything is really stable here. Keep that in place and then stretch your left leg straight. See if that gives you a little more opening in your left hip flexor. Couple more big breaths here. This balance of strength and stability. And now we'll straighten the front leg. Once again, turn the palms out, swim them behind you, coming into pyramid pose. Take your time coming down. Hands come to bricks or to the floor. Let's pop the back foot in slightly so that the heel can ground. Left foot points to 10 or 11 o'clock. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, begin to bow in for your pyramid pose. Let the movement happen with your breath. Feel grounded in your feet. Feel active in the legs. Pull back on your right hip to lengthen the right side body. Hold at the bottom, hands grounded or reaching back. It's the beginning of practice, so it may not feel like your deepest pyramid pose, and that's totally fine. One more breath. Frame the front foot, flat back, bend into your right knee, step back to down dog. Vinyasa or skip it here. Shift forward, high plank, you could hold that. Take your vinyasa knees up or down, inhale up, and exhale takes you back. Lift, stretch your left leg high towards the sky. Bend, stack, and open the hip. Kick left heel to your hip, point the kneecap up high to the sky. Feel that big stretch in the front of the left thigh. Square off to three-legged dog. Knee to your nose, round in. Step between your hands, low lunge. Drop the right knee, release the top of the foot, and rise up. Same thing on this side, so you could walk your hands up to the knee, to bricks, or all the way up to the sky. Lengthen through your back inner ankle. If you need to pad underneath that knee, do so. Find length in the side body. And bring your awareness to the openness in the front top of the right thigh. And then turn your palms out. Really take up space as you swim them behind you to frame. Tuck your back toes, runner's lunge. Stretch the front leg straight. Flex your toes towards the sky. Roll the pinky toe towards the outer corner of your knee. Inhale, we lengthen out. Exhale, you come forward any amount. Now watch the left hip. It really wants to creep forward. So let your intention be to pull it back in space. That's going to give you the most sensation in the back of your left leg and the outer edge of the left leg. Little smile on your face. And then rise up to flat back, rock forward, tuck your back toes, high lunge. Feet are hip width and distance, sweep the arms up. Front knee is over the ankle, ears between upper arms. Let's refine once again. Soften your back knee, knit your front ribs in so everything is stacked, arms up to the sky. And then once you have that place, keep this in place, stretch the right heel straight. That should give you even more targeted opening in the top of the right thigh. You control the depth in the front knee, the action in the back leg, the reach through both side bodies. We'll get ready for pyramid pose here. Turn the palms out. Swim them behind you once again as you straighten the front leg. Lead with your heart. This is like a big balancing act here as we travel forward. Hands find the earth or bricks. Step the back foot in, ground into the right heel. Toes are pointing to 1 or 2 o'clock. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow in. Let this be really organic here as you move with your breath. Tuning into your body and where you can find a little more space. But be grounded in the four corners of your feet. Be strong in your legs and pull back on your left hip. Linger at the bottom, hands supported by bricks or floating back. Again, it doesn't have to be your biggest place. Chest could be a little more upright. Last breath here. Bend into the front knee, step back to three-legged dog. Left leg goes high. Drop the leg, hold or take a vinyasa. You could also just hold high plank here. If you want to power it up, you could maybe add in a couple little push-ups or flow through your vinyasa. So really making it what you want it to be today. 3 breaths in down dog, child's pose, or if you need more heat, come into dolphin. It'll help you build strength in the upper body and flexibility in the backs of your legs. So adding on to that sequence now, right leg, lift, stretch high, bend, stack, and open the hip. Now, with the hip open, stretch that top leg straight, kick into the right heel, reach into your right palm, and then bend the knee once again, square off into your three-legged dog. Knee to your nose, step through low lunge. Drop the left knee, rise up, moving a little bit quicker. Turn the palms out, swim to frame for runner's lunge. Stretch the front leg straight, pull back on your right hip. High lunge, flat back, rock forward, tuck your back toes, rise all the way up. Stretch the front leg straight, turn your palms out, swim it forward, hinge at your hips for pyramid variation. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow in. Flat back, bend deep into the right knee. Wiggle the left hand to the inside. Swing your right arm forward, up into the sky for a twisted lunge. Pause here, stacking the arms as much as you can. You can always drop the back knee down for extra support. So become revolve skandasana. Peel onto the knife edge of both feet. The right hand comes to the inner right thigh. Sink your hips down as you lean back and away from this front leg. Big stretch in the outer top thigh. You might get a bonus little crack of the low back. Square to the top of your mat. Skandasana into the left leg. Creepy crawl. Knees and toes face the same direction. Right knees and toes up to the sky. So we're going to go back and forth a couple of times here. You can keep this as low or as high as you like. So if you have discomfort in your knees, keeping this a little bit higher might work better for you. If you feel nice and open, you can flow back and forth, maybe even taking hands out of the equation. Linger at the back of your mat in your skandasana. We'll rise up to warrior 2. Right knees and toes point forward, back foot is turned in slightly, arms to the letter T. Breath is full and deep. Flip your front palm, reverse warrior. Trace a rainbow. Left hand travels down the back leg, not on the knee, above or below. Right arm reaches straight up to the sky. If you have space, you can keep reaching and tracing towards the back wall. Keep the right knee pressing to the right of you, bend deeper into the right knee. Keep all that space in your right side body for extended side angle. Reach forward, forearm to the top of the thigh, left arm long by your ear, palm down. So you could stay or take your right hand to the inside of the front foot, brick or floor. If you're dying for a bind here, take the hand behind your back, sneak to find the right inner thigh. Reverse warrior, press into the right heel, keep the depth in the front knee, take it up and back. Now straighten the right leg. Oh, triangle pose, hinge at your hips. Right hand goes thigh, shin, brick, or floor. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Ground into the knife edge of the back foot and the front ball toe. Lengthen through your right side body. Peel your heart open towards the sky. Press into both feet, rise back up to a strong warrior two. Windmill frame your front foot, tuck your back toes. Down dog or three-legged dog. Drop the leg, vinyasa or skip it. So you could just go right into child's pose if you like, or take your vinyasa variation of choice. Bringing balance to the body, let's move right into the second side. Left leg, lift, stretch high. Bend, stack, and open your hip. Now keep that hip open. Stretch your legs straight. Kick into the left ball toe. And then bend the knee again. Heel to your hip. Square off in three-legged dog. Knee to your nose. Step through your low lunge. Take your time. Drop the knee. Rise up. Runner's lunge. Swim your hands. Frame. Tuck your back toes. Straighten the front leg. Bow in. Flat back for high lunge. Rock forward. Tuck the back toes. Feet hip width and distance. Rise up. Pyramid. Straighten the front leg. Hinge at your hips. Balancing act to come forward. Take your time. Lead with your heart. Find your point to focus on. If you fall, no big deal. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Twisted lunge, flat back. Bend through the left knee. Ground the right hand. Sweep the left arm forward and up to the sky. Arms are at 6 and 12. You can always drop the right knee for extra support. Not too much weight in this right hand. It's just really there more for balance. And then revolve skandasana. Peel onto the knife edge of both feet facing the long end of your mat. Left hand comes to the inner left thigh. I like to scooch my right hand a teeny bit forward. Drop your right hip down. Press the left hand to the inner thigh and lean back and away. Keep some nice action in your feet just to protect your knees here. And then square off to the top of your mat. Skandasana to the right leg. Knees and toes face the same direction. Left knees and toes to the sky. So here's your fluid movement with breath. Remember, you can be a little more upright if that feels better on your knees. You could take it nice and low if it's feeling good on inner thighs. And sometimes I like to bring my arms along for the ride. Straight arms, straight leg. And the next time you're at the back of your mat, linger there, pause. Warrior two to the top of your mat. Left knees and toes point forward, back foot turns in slightly, arms to the letter T. So find the warrior two that works for you and your body. If you need to straighten the front leg and take a little break, go for it. Reverse warrior, flip the palm, trace your rainbow up and back. The right hand's on the back leg, but not on the knee, above or below. You're focusing on this side stretch, big space in the left side waist. And then keep all that space for extended side angle. Hinge forward. Forearm to the thigh, right arm long by your ear, palm down. And if you want to go a little deeper, the left hand could graze the earth or a brick. Kick into the back foot to feel that stretch all along the right side body. Reverse warrior, ground into the left heel, up and back. I know the front thigh is talking to you. Straighten the left leg, triangle pose, hinge at your hips and stack. Left hand, thigh, shin, brick or floor, arms to 6 and 12. Again, ground in your feet, reach through both side waists, peel your heart open. If head or neck are uncomfortable, just look down to the front foot. For extra challenge, you can take it up to the sky. Press into your feet, come back up to warrior two. Windmill frame, tuck your back toes, three-legged dog. Drop the leg, hold here, child's pose, or your favorite vinyasa. Inhale takes you up, exhale takes you back. 3 breaths in down dog, child's pose, or dolphin. We're gonna add on one last little section. A bit of balancing at the top of our mats. Right leg, lift, stretch high. Bend, stack, and open the hip. Stay right here, or we flip it all the way into Wild Thing. So just if it's in your practice, right leg travels all the way over. The right arm extends overhead. Mat leg goes straight, big reach. Right arm to the sky. Square off into your three-legged dog. Slowly transition back. Low lunge, step through. Moving with intention, rise up. Runner's lunge, swim to frame, tuck your back toes, straighten the front leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. High lunge, rock forward, tuck the back toes, sweep it up. Pyramid pose, straighten, hinge, and fold. Take your time, moving through space. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow. Flat back, twisted lunge, bend into the right knee. Right arm swings forward, up into the sky. Revolve Skandasana, peel onto the knife edge of both feet. Square to the top of your mat. Skandasana to the left leg. Skandasana to the right leg. Skandasana to the left will take us all the way up to warrior two. Reverse warrior. Let this be as fluid as you can. Extended side angle. Reverse warrior. Straighten the leg, triangle pose. Reverse warrior. Windmill to frame your front foot, tuck your back toes, grounded warrior three. So hands are to bricks or floor, left toes are turned down. We're gonna rise up into Garudasana, eagle. Soften your right knee, tap knee to knee, and then rise up, knee to chest and arms to the sky. And take your time if there's some wiggles there. Cross your left leg over your right, tap the toes or double wrap. Arms to T, left arm underneath right. Bear hug or wrap it up. Elbows up, palms away, sink in low. So you could stay right here if it's available. Elbows maybe tap the top knee. Even more, maybe the elbows reach for the bottom knee. Let go of your attachment to where you are and tune in to how it feels in your body. Last big breath. Release, unwind into Tadasana, reaching up for the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart. Full inhale. Let it go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, big dive. Flat back, lengthen out. Your favorite way to down dog. So you could add in some hops here. You could just step it back, or you could take a vinyasa. Yogi's choice on what feels right to you today. Second side, left leg, lift, stretch high. Bend, stack, and open the hip. Stay or make your way into Wild Thing. Mat leg goes straight, hips lift high, left arm reaches above your head. Left arm to the sky, back into your three-legged dog. Low lunge, step carefully. Drop the knee, rise up. Runner's lunge, swim to frame, straighten the front leg. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow. Flat back, high lunge, feet hip width, rise up. Pyramid pose, straighten and fold. Take your time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Twisted lunge, bend through the front knee, left arm reaches to the sky. Revolve, Skandasana, peel onto the knife edge, lean away from the front leg. Square the top of your mat, Skandasana to the back. Skandasana to the top. Linger at the back of your mat, prepping warrior two, power up and over warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side. Inhale, reverse. Straighten the leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reverse warrior. Windmill the frame, pivot on your back toes, grounded warrior three. So hands grounded or to your bricks. Turn your right toes down, reach through the crown of your head. Prepping Garudasana, eagle, bend, tap knee to knee. Right knee to your chest, arms to the sky. Right leg crosses over the top to tap or double wrap. Right arm underneath left, bear hug or wrap it up. Stay upright or journey forward as you begin to round in any amount. Elbows maybe find the top knee, they maybe find the bottom knee. Just really tune into where you feel the most spaciousness in your body. Slowly release, unwind, uncoil, sweep the arms up high to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart, full breath cycle. Inhale, let it go. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, dive forward. Your favorite way to down dog. Inhale, flat back, vinyasa or skip it. You could also hold high plank or take a cat-cow. We meet in down dog. One more time, each side, moving a little quicker still. Grateful for the opportunity to move with breath, to expand and grow. Lift your right leg high, inhale. Bend, stack, open, and hold or flip into wild thing. Expanding, bursting, finding more space. Right arm up, three-legged dog. Stepping through low lunge. How fluid, how easy can you make it? Runner's lunge. Take your time, move with your breath. High lunge. Pyramid pose. Straighten and fold. Twisted lunge, bend and stack the arms. Revolve, Skandasana. Square to the top of your mat. Skandasana to the left. Skandasana to the right. Skandasana to the left. Linger, warrior two to the top of your mat. Burst it open. Reverse. Extended side. Reverse, you could take the top hand behind your back. Straighten your leg, triangle pose. Reverse warrior. Windmill frame, grounded warrior three. Float the back leg up. Knee to knee and then lift the chest. Garudasana, eagle, find your wrap, elbows up, palms away, bow in, hold for a breath. Unwind, burst open, sweep the arms up, exhale, bow through center. Inhale, find length, your favorite way to down dog. Remember, you could cat-cow here. Take some hops. Meeting in down dog. Lift the left leg high. Bend, stack, and open. Hold or flip into wild thing. Reaching and growing. Left arm up. Swim into your three-legged dog. Low lunge. Carefully step through. Runner's lunge. Hinge and straighten. High lunge, stack and reach. Pyramid, straighten and fold. Twisted lunge, bend and reach. Revolve, Skandasana, pivot and sink. Square to the top of your mat, Skandasana to the back. Skandasana to the top. Skandasana to the back, hold. Warrior two, burst it all the way open. Reverse warrior, let this be like a dance. Extended side. Could always bind behind your back. Reverse. Straighten the leg, triangle pose. Reverse. Windmill to frame, grounded warrior three, pivot on the back toes. Float the right leg up. Knee to knee for eagle. Lift the chest. Cross right over left. Tap or double wrap. Right arm underneath left. Elbows up, palms away. Sink in low. Hold for a breath. Burst open. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Step back to down dog, vinyasa, or skip. Meeting in child's pose. Hips to heels, fingertips reaching forward. Breath slow and deep. Make your way into downward facing dog, finding length. Half pigeon on the right side. Bring the right knee forward behind the wrist, heel in front of the opposite hip point. Shift and wiggle the left leg back. Option to stay upright if you want more strengthening in the back body. Option to walk forward any amount. You can bring in any level of support here. We'll just be here for a few cycles of breath. Soften or close your eyes as you turn your awareness inward. Let any thoughts or judgments, reflections even, arise and just float away. It's just you and your breath, anchoring you right here in this present moment. Keep your eyes soft or even closed if you want to challenge yourself to really tune into your senses to guide you. Ground the earth, tuck your left toe, step back to downward facing dog. Transitioning into half pigeon on the second side. Knee behind wrist, heel in front of the opposite hip point. Tuck your right toes, wiggle your right knee back in space to get even deeper into your pose. Hands on either side of your hips to keep the torso upright in the work in your back body. Or feel free to melt forward any amount. Relaxing into this place. Allowing your deep, complete exhales to bring you further into a place of surrender and letting go. And then so slowly upright the chest. Rock on to your left hip. Swing the legs forward in front of you. Bend your right knee in, left leg stays straight. Right hand behind you, left arm to the sky. Hook up behind your knee. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, big twist. Marichasana variation. Release, come up for a little counter twist, other direction. Ground both feet, fingertips towards your hips, reverse table. Lift your hips in line with your knees, chin to your chest. Open and expand through the heart. And then slowly drop the hips down, stretch your legs straight, upright your chest. Pull the left knee into your chest, sole of the left foot to the earth. Left hand behind you, right arm to the sky. Hook up behind your knee. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, big twist, spirals the spine. Release, come up for a little counter twist. Ground both feet, fingertips towards your hips, reverse table. One more time. Hips in line with the knees, chin to your chest. Opening up through the heart space. And then slowly release it down. Sit up, reach forward, and then rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Let the feet be really heavy as you find a controlled way to move on to your back body. Take a full body stretch. Get as long as you possibly can. One pose of symmetry, so that could be a happy baby or Baddha Konasana. Check in and see which of those feels good to you, or if there's another place your body's asking you for, go ahead and go there. And then we release into Shavasana. Feet fall open to either side. Lift your chest enough to pull your shoulder blades together and let your palms float open towards the sky. Palms open as a symbol of surrender and receptivity. Use these last few moments to call in what you need to support you in the rest of your day. And whatever comes forward for you, trust that it's just perfect. And then imagine that quality, patience, love, connection, adventure, laughter, whatever it is. Imagine that quality floating into your open palms, absorbing into your hands, traveling up your arms, tracking right for the heart space. That heart integrating and absorbing that quality, moving it out to the rest of your body. Feel free to stay just as long as your day permits. And when you're ready, slowly wiggle fingers and toes, circle ankles and wrists. Take your time as you make your way to your right side, resting your head and your upper arm. And slowly making your way up to seated. And bring your hands to the space of your heart. Thank you for your time and your practice. Namaste.